Hi and good afternoon. This is a quick video on our in-app purchases for Apperyio. So we've developed a quick product for Apperyio developers that want to monetize their application in the iOS store to monetize their application. Our plugin currently doesn't handle the Android store, but we do plan it as a future enhancement. So in this video series, we're going to handle two high-level things. First one is the current state of our plugin and what's the state of the product and how do you use it. The second one is the 6 things you're going to need to know to make your app ready to accept in-app purchases if you're using Apperyio. There are 4 things that are common and are not specific about Apperyio that are common to all Apple in-app purchases. They are: you need to create a product in the Apple Developers Console. You do need a product to create a product in the App Store. Then you need to create an in-app purchase on the Apple Store. And then one of the most interesting things about in-app purchases is making sure you understand how to test an in-app purchase. You'll get false negatives a lot from the store because you haven't prepared your application or your phone or both for testing an in-app purchase, or you attempt to test your application in a way that's not appropriate, and the store will lock you out if you happen to do that. So again, there's 4 things that are common to any in-app purchase, and then there are 2 things that are specific to creating a application in Apperyio that you want to monetize using our plugin. And those are steps D and E. There are going to be 6 different videos, including this one that will make 7, where we're going to go through the different pieces of preparing your application for the distribution in the store with an in-app purchase. So moving right along with the balance of what's going to be in this video, it's the current state of our plugin. So what's in scope and what's not. So what we've decided to do and what we've handled basically based on client requests is most of our clients are interested in the ones that are monetizing their app through the store. They've been iOS store only. So our plugins based on that. We are pretty much a revenue-driven company, so we tend to follow the almighty dollar. And they've been asking for being able to monetize recurring and non-recurring subscriptions on the store. So our plugin does handle recurring and non-recurring subscriptions, and it is today Apple only. We do plan to add the Android store. That would be if some of you request it, or if we have clients that are interested in extending the functionality to the Android store as well. So those are the 3 things that you need to know. If you have a consumable subscription or consumable product you're selling on the iOS store, that this plugin won't be for you. And if you're mostly interested in selling on the Android store, this plugin won't be for you either, at least not yet. Do let us know if you are interested in the Android store. We will take a look at adding it if we get more than 3 or 4 requests to add it to the plugin. So that's it for this video. Check out the next chapters of our video series, there will be 6 more of them, which will be how to create an app in the Apple's Developers Console that's going to accept in-app purchases, creating your product in the Apple Store, which that shouldn't take too much, and creating an in-app purchase through the Apple Store, telling our store product about you and your products, which is based on the information you put in A, B, and C here on number 2, importing our plugin and how to do the work in Appery that you'll need to essentially create the code around an in-app purchase. We do bring in almost all of the code that's needed to do the work. And once you've done setup steps A through E, you should be pretty much ready to go without more than a couple of clicks to set up your application to work with our plugin. So very much simplifying the whole in-app purchase challenge that you might have monetizing your app that way. And then lastly, we will have a separate video on testing an in-app purchase. So if you're doing this as a series, the next video is going to be about setting up an application in Apple Developers Console that will in fact accept in-app purchases, followed by the other 5 topics listed below under 2B through F. If you have any questions, feel free to look us up on www.the-software-studio.com. Again, it's www.the-software.studio.com. You can also reach me. My name is Bruce Stewart. You can find me at bruce.stewart, where Stewart is spelled S-T-U-A-R-T, at the-software-studio.com. Again, it's bruce.stewart at thesoftwarestudio.com.